Hey everybody, I'm Rick Beato. On today's episode, we're going to talk about how to play beyond the chord changes, meaning outside the chord changes. You know, like Alan Holdsworth, for example, that would start inside and then move way out, or Pat Metheny, and then they bring it back in. But I'm going to do it over single chords. I'm going to use an E7 chord, a D7 chord, and a C7 chord, 3 separate licks. When I began playing guitar, I played the same licks that everybody else did. I learned Jimi Hendrix solos, Jimmy Page, Eric Clapton, but eventually got to a point where I wanted to have my own sound. And then in order to do that, I needed to come up with my own ideas. And one of the things that I really focused on was that I never wanted people to think about the technique behind it. I don't want to think, oh, is he sweep picking? Oh, is he doing a lot of hammer-ons or anything? If they're thinking that about my playing, then they're not thinking about what I'm playing. And the music is the most important. No one should ever think about your technique. It should always be an afterthought. So that's why I tend to gravitate towards players that are really melodic or players that are really rhythmic. This first example is going to be over an E7 chord. I've provided the tablature for each of the 3 examples. Okay, that line begins, it's over just an E dominant chord, but I start in E whole tone. But I only play a few notes of the E whole tone scale. Right up until there, until this F, so I'm going. And the pull-offs give it a liquidy feel. Now when I hit that F, I've moved out of key. Well, you could say that's F. It would be the flat 9, but I'm not using it like that. I'm thinking almost like a B flat chord there. And then I go down A flat 7. Almost like a Lydian augmented. I'm changing modes there. Then I come down E whole tone again. But then I go. So I'm still thinking of the E whole tone, but I'm using some chromaticism in it. Okay, so that's the first part of the line. I'll play it slow one more time. And then I do this. That's the kind of sounds that you hear, Messiaen, Holdsworth, those kind of lines, okay? So I start out E major, but then I add that major 7 to the flat 9. And it sounds like it's floating again because of the key changes. I'm using the major 7th there, so I'm going between dominant and major, the flat 7 and the major 7, to give it once again that floating feeling with discordant harmony. Then I'm going right back into straight E Mixolydian. I'm thinking this. Then E dominant 9 arpeggio, or G sharp half diminished. I'm doing these parallel D major, G sharp augmented, which is E augmented, E augmented again. So I've got so. But this is pretty cool. Then right into E dominant, flat 7, root. So I'm thinking. So there, Then I go from the third to the root, fifth to the third, flat 7. I'll play it slowly. So once you can get this part and this part, you'll get it. Okay, so that line starts out with a D spread triad. That's over D7. And does a pivot off that fifth. So have that F sharp leading up to G. So. And then. So I've got these sixths moving there. And I'm doing a D7. Okay, that's a D add 9. And it lands on the 7. I'm using a D bebop dominant scale. So it has the half step between the major 7 and flat 7. So starting in the flat 7. That's where it is. Landing on the root. So here's the scale. So really starting in the flat 7. Then I go parallel fifths. So D, A, E. And I use the fourth to the fifth, root, ninth, fifth to the third. And I come down D7. There's your D7. And I'm rounding it out with that sixth interval there. So there's a lot of 6 in here. Starting with a C9 arpeggio. Well, if you look at it, it's really an E half diminished arpeggio, but starting on C, which gives you a C9 sound. Pull off. Pull off. Those pull offs are really important to give it that flowing sound, like a cascading sound. So that's the first thing to practice. Then we go into the C mixed sharp 11. I'm playing in this G melodic minor shape. Where these pull-offs are, it's really important. So the shift change is also important. So then from this part, practice that little fragment. And then I have that slide. I'm in that position of C mixed sharp 11. Then this part of the lick, you have to practice. This is like, and then, Okay, I'm gonna play it one more time slowly. I think that was it. That's all for now. Please subscribe here to my Everything Music YouTube channel. If you're a first-time subscriber, remember to hit the bell to be notified of the next video coming out. If you're interested in the Beato book, which is filled with ideas like this, go to my website at www.rickbeato.com. Follow me on Instagram at rickbeato1. I put a lot of guitar videos on there. And if you want to support the channel even more, become a member of the Beato Club. Thanks for watching.